Man, love is probably one of the most beautiful feelings that any one of us will experience. Which is exactly why having the right partner, choosing the right person to be with us, is also one of the most important decisions. Which is exactly why in today's video I wanted to tell you about the types of girls that I personally would try to actively avoid when it comes to dating. Now, if any girls watching this video, take it with a grain of salt and maybe reverse the roles. This advice would definitely help you as well. But boys, you know this video is for you, so I'm gonna take care of you. Let's get into it. I've got my little notes again and forgot to say thank you for 1K views on the last video. It really fucking motivated me. It was actually the first video I've ever got 1K views on, so really appreciate you. Alright, so for number one, the type of girls that I would try to avoid dating would be whores. Like, straight up. I'm not even gonna say too much here. If you meet a girl in the club, right, and maybe she's cheating on a boyfriend, or she's in an exclusive relationship with someone, or maybe she's talking to someone but she ends up getting with you, do you really think you are finding a wife in the club? Think about it. And let's go back to cheating in the first place. If this girl is cheating on a boyfriend with you, how can you even expect loyalty out of her? In the meantime, I know it's gonna be so fucking cool when you tell the boys, you know, this girl cheated on a boyfriend with me. I was just so fucking hot and she couldn't resist me, so she ended up cheating on a boyfriend. Yeah, the boys, you 17, 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, this would look really fucking, lucrative to you, but it is really not, trust me. I'm not kidding. Because the way you get a person is the same way you can lose them. So dating a whore is probably going to ruin your life. The worst feeling is when you love someone with all your heart and you end up knowing that they've cheated on you. Maybe they've been fucking their ex, or they've been fucking multiple other people behind your back. It's not the best feeling. And I'm saying this from personal experience. Sometimes this can be positive because a lot of people are able to, kind of get the motivation out of the negative feelings. I'm one of those people. Like, when it comes to motivation, positivity or positive things don't really work for me. When it comes to motivation, I'm always able to get more motivation from my negative emotions. That's just me. Maybe I'm slightly fucked up. I think we all are, a little bit in some aspect. But for some people, it really leaves them empty. Like, you feel like, am I not good enough? What is wrong with me? Maybe I'm just not it. And it's not you, trust me. It is not you. Some of you watching this will go through this maybe in the future. I genuinely hope you don't, but some of you will. That's just life. And maybe some of you have been through this before, so you know what I'm talking about. So the first ones that I would actively try to avoid when it comes to girls when it's dating time, whores. Stay away from them, trust me. The camera fucking stopped recording for some reason. I think it was a card issue, but we keep rolling. Let me get this straight. Number two, when it comes to the girls that I would actively try to avoid when it comes to dating them, would be the ones that haven't healed from their past. Boys, look, this one is slightly hard one, because you can see this is a really nice person. They are genuine, but they are still kind of trying to move on from the last person they dated, they were into, that didn't accept them, all that sort of stuff. It might work, and big chances that it might not. Now, I don't want you to be a fucking band-aid, a bandage, whatever you want to call it, to someone. I've been there, done that. It feels like you can fix someone. It feels like you can get them better. But just remember, after the wound heals, the bandages are fucking thrown away. It's not your responsibility to fix someone, to help heal someone. They have to go through it and do that on their own. And it might look so fucking tempting that this is the exact type of person that I've been looking for in my life. I genuinely want this girl. But it's not your responsibility, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, there's no point in me lying to you. And I've done that. I've made that mistake, and I'm giving it to you for free so that you don't end up hurting yourself in the process. Legit, take this as an advice coming from like an elder brother. I don't have any siblings. It would be really handy if I had like an older brother who gave me these sorts of tips and whatnot, if he had gone through those things, but I just didn't have anyone. So take that. Number 3 for the girls that I would actively try to avoid would be the hypocrites. You don't want to date a hypocrite. Like, they're gonna say something and then do the opposite, or maybe like they're gonna be completely against it and then end up doing that. Like, these people literally will tell you that, oh, I hate this and I hate that. Like, I hate when someone does this. I hate when someone says that. And they will do the exact same to you. They will tell you things that they don't like or they actively are against. And then you will catch them either doing the same things or saying that shit is okay when it comes to them. You don't want this sort of a girl in your life. Because all that is going to do is fuck with your brain. And that shit is not cool. A relationship is supposed to be easy. When you're in a relationship with a girl or maybe a boy, whatever you're into, respectfully, that shit is supposed to make you feel at ease. Like, I connect with this person. I feel like myself with this person. When I'm with this person, everything is just flowing. You know, like, you feel me? Like, it's supposed to feel easy. It's supposed to feel like the best thing. But if the relationship is fucking with your brain, oh my God, I have to hang out with her again. Oh shit, what am I supposed to say? Man, I wish I didn't have to hang out with her tonight. Or what, like, she's gonna fuck with my brain. When that is starting to happen, you need to tell yourself, like, this is not the right person. Like, I'm not with the right person. And one tip, I'm gonna fucking like deviate from the topic for like a couple of minutes now. One thing that you really need to know is don't fucking jump into a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. Like, don't go into a relationship to be out there and be like, oh yeah, I've got a missus. Oh yeah, I was with my missus last night. Oh yeah, mate, this is my girlfriend. It's not a flex. Being in a relationship is not a flex. I know our society or the age group that we're surrounded with, the teenagers in the early 20s, have kind of made it look this way. If you are single, there's something wrong with you, or maybe you're not good enough, you're lonely, all that sort of stuff. But being single is way better than being with the wrong person. Get that in your head. Trust me. The right person will come. You will know this is the right person. But you have to be free from the bias that is inside like your heart and your brain, that I really want a girlfriend. I know that feeling, bro. Trust me. Alright, moving on. Number 4 for the type of girls that I would actively avoid when it comes to dating is the ones that take no accountability. Now, this one is a bit confusing one because some people will be like, oh, accountability is that you're blaming me. No. Accountability doesn't mean the blame. Accountability is taking responsibility of your actions, being self-aware, knowing if you were wrong at some point, or maybe you made a mistake, you own up to it. And then you own up to it, you either apologize or you try to make it better. You make sure like the same mistake doesn't happen in the future, or you don't do the shit that you just did again. Not saying that if someone cheated and they hold themselves accountable, oh my God, I'm sorry, I know I made a mistake, I cheated. Don't let that shit slide. But other than that, everything else in the relationship, you plus your partner need to be accountable. Because you can hold each other accountable, but if the other person is not self-aware, they're just going to think that during the time you're trying to hold them accountable, you're blaming them for something. And then blame game is just going to turn into an argument. That argument, is just going to be a fight, misunderstandings, and that's when the shit goes down. A little tip for your relationship, the future one, or maybe the current one, maybe if it's not going that well, is when it gets to the argument stage, I want you to take a deep breath. Calm yourself down, even though if your partner is angry, right? And tell them, babe, look, I don't want to argue with you because at the end of the day, we are on the same team and we have to work together to come to a point so that we can go back to living the happy way that we used to. Hopefully this will help your partner understand and calm her or him down as well. But if not, walk away for a little bit. Because if you both keep talking when it is really heated, the moment's really heated, there's going to be a 99% chance that either one of you or maybe both of you are going to say shit that you don't really mean. But then that shit, once it comes out of your mouth, even though you will tell each other, oh, I didn't really mean that when we were arguing, it is going to stay there forever at the back of your head. And you don't want that. There's no point for, unnecessary fucking confusing shit. And the last one now. Number 5, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, and the final type of girl that I would actively try to avoid when it comes to dating is, I call them the one-uppers. In the relationship, right? There's moments when you're going through a low time in your life personally, and you want to share that with your partner. And you tell them, I just really had a fucking bad day at work, like the boss was being a cunt to me, and then I missed my bus as well, so I had to go to another station to to take another bus, all that sort of stuff. This is just an example. Now, at this point, you want your partner to understand what you went throughout the day. But if your partner's always one-upping you, saying, oh, really? But my day was even worse. Like, I went to the coffee shop and they didn't have this caramel latte, so I had to, settle with a normal latte. And then I went to get my nails done, but the lady that usually get my nails done wasn't there. And then I came back home, I spilled the milk, and the kids were fucking being a problem to me. My day was even worse than you. All that sort of stuff. This is just an example. You tell your partner, I really I'm not feeling it today. Like, my energy levels are so bad. And then she tells you oh, I'm feeling even worse. I don't know what I ate last night, but today I just feel really sick. Maybe a couple of times it is okay. Like, your partner's going through the similar sort of emotions and then you both are going through it together. But if your partner, if your girl is always one-upping you when it comes to the hard times, I don't want that. I don't want that. You decide for yourself if you want that or not. Like, in the good times, I'm more than happy if my girl's telling me that, hey babe, I went through this, it was so good, and she tells me something good about that's even better. I'll be happy in her happiness. But when I'm already going through shit, all due respect, I don't want to know that the shit I went through was slightly better than yours. It's not going to make me feel any better. Going through shit is going through shit. Empathize with me, I will empathize with you. We can go through shit together. But don't try to make it sound like, oh, your shit was nothing. My shit was even worse. Another way to look at it is, all right, I understand you had a bad day. You know what? Like, I had a bad day too. There's a way of talking. There's a way of communicating. Another one, this is probably not the sixth one, but bad communicators are one of them as well. If they can't communicate, that is something that you can teach them, they can learn, but just be out there. Other than that, this was the end of the video. I think this is a fairly quick video. Didn't really fucking beat around the bush or anything. I always appreciate you guys. The support that you showed on the last video. It was only 1,000 views. You guys feel me? Like, it was only 1,000 views, 1.1 maybe now. But it fucking motivated me to get out here. What time is it? 3:15. 3:15 in the morning. It fucking motivated me to get out of the house, get my camera set up, new camera. Don't really have a script here. Only dot points. And be like, nah, I fucking have to record this. I have to. I feel like doing it. Now, I don't know. This video might get maybe 200 views, maybe 50 views. I don't know. I'm not big on YouTube. I want to be, but I'm not. But if any single one of you take quality from this video, there's a plane going up there. But if any single one of you take quality from this video and it can help one of you, fucking oath, just comment it down that yes, I understood something from this video. This might help me, or this really helped me with something. If any one of the points helped you, that will help me get fire up my ass again and record a third video, then a fourth video, and a fifth video. It's just about having that momentum. Because if I keep making videos and I feel like they're not going anywhere, it's just a bit demotivating, because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of editing, it takes a lot of camera equipment, the mic, the driving, 3 in the morning, kind of fucking up my sleep schedule. But I'm all for it if I can make a difference. All right? I'll chat to you guys in the next video. Until then, remember, you're always loved, and I know you're gonna make it in anything that you're doing in life, but only if you keep doing the hard work. Mwah.